Hey everyone. So what's up? Basically, uh, as promised earlier, I wanted to talk a little bit about how my mind processes memories with PTSD. Basically, I just wanted to say more about how some memories, I don't know if it's because of the PTSD or because of autism or if it's a combination of the two. But some memories, like if I'm told some things or if I read some things, they don't like get stored in my mind. They've done brain scans, and the part of the brain, the hippocampus, which helps with which controls memory, is abnormal in people with PTSD. Now, they don't know exactly how PTSD affects the hippocampus. They just know it does. But basically, the memories aren't really processed right in my mind. Now, things happen where there can be intense emotions attached to the memory. Sometimes the emotion is much more, because of the PTSD, the emotion is much more aggravated. It's much more elevated. Maybe a better, more appropriate word. The emotion is much more elevated when it's attached to this memory. And so, because it's elevated, my mind thinks it's so important that it can't really let go of the fact that it happened. It just keeps it in the forefront of my mind. It won't let me forget it. And so, the best way for me to handle that is if I am around someone I feel comfortable talking with, I will talk to them over and over about it. And it may seem like to that person I am not letting something go, or I sound like what I grew up with. The phrase was, "I sound like a broken record," or it's like I'm just not letting it go, or I'm just, you know, not getting over it. The thing is, I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to let it go. It's just my mind is not really processing and separating the emotions from the facts. And by talking about what happened over and over again, my mind is slowly understanding that what happened and is able to just basically consolidate or to categorize the memory as a memory and get over it. It's only after thoroughly talking about the event and understanding the emotions that happened that I'm able to sort through the emotions, and I'm able to, put in the back of my mind and understand that it happened and that I can move on now. So, yeah, a good example. This is more for what happened a few days ago, earlier in the week. Actually, on Monday, what happened is I was driving to work, and these two high schoolers actually ran in front of my car, and I had to hit the brakes before I hit them. And it's like I had the green light, and I'm going the speed limit, but they still ran across the street in front of my car, and I had to hit the brakes, or else I was gonna hit them. And of course, to let them know that I was there, that they almost got hit by a car, I hit the horn, so that they would know in the future, not to do that, because it's like, I mean, this is the middle of winter. What if there's ice in the road? One of them slipped on ice. I wouldn't have been able to come to a complete stop just because of how close I was. And the one kid looked at me like I was in the wrong. It's like, no, you just ran across traffic when the traffic had the green light. It's like, no, you don't do that. So, um, I was really upset about it. It's like, it was the fear was being transformed into anger in my mind. I was upset about it. I was just upset that the kid was so stupid. The kids were so stupid as to do that, and so angry that the kid would act like I was at fault. It's like, no, you just did something that was reckless that could have, cost you your life. You really could have, and I was upset about it. And my boss, I felt comfortable talking to him about it, but I had to talk about it over and over again for quite a while. And then, finally, it's like, it was just a relief because then I could just, my mind could understand that it happened, could completely grasp what happened, and that it was an emotion, and the emotion, how to separate the emotion from the facts, and then I was able to let it go. But only after talking about it for quite a while was I able to, you know, move past it. It's just because my memory doesn't work the same way as other people. It just took me a lot longer of talking through it for my mind to really process what happened, and because of that, yeah, pretty much moved on. I just understood that I was just a kid being stupid. It doesn't bother me like it would have if I hadn't talked it through. So that's just how my mind works. If with PTSD, with processing memories, I don't know if someone else with PTSD has this too. Hopefully, if they do, this helps you help them to work through memories. But you know, I had to talk about it for a while, and to someone that doesn't understand, it might think I'm just not letting it go. But the thing is, I'm trying to let it go. It takes a while for me. It takes some time of me talking through it and really saying the same thing over and over again for my mind to really understand that it happened in the past and now I can move on. Or for my mind to really understand that, I have to talk through the emotion and understand the emotion, and then my mind can separate the two and just let it go. But I just have to really talk it through until I can really understand myself. So I'm hoping you can learn from this, and maybe you can help someone with PTSD, like a significant other or a friend or family member. But yeah, that's just what I have to do. Um, each individual's different. I don't know if someone with PTSD um, is the same way, but that's just what I had to do. So yeah, and I could keep on going on with the other stories where that helps, but yeah, that's basically it. I just had to talk through it, and then my mind was able to understand what happened, and I was able to move on. But if you enjoyed, put a like on hit the like button so I'll know to upload more videos about PTSD, and unleash the weeb.